do you not want people to play these games?
Yeah, they could do Mario All Stars. That's like 4 games in one.
Just give me Super Metroid and we cool. You keep the rest of that shit. Just let me have Super Metroid. Like, I don't know why. Like, this is her. Like, every time I support every Nintendo console, bro, and I'm finally getting my favorite Nintendo character back, and I can't see her game. I can't get her trilogy. I can't play the best game in her series. I'm like, you don't give a fuck about me. Why do you hate me so much?
Especially with Metroid Prime 4. Like, there's gonna be because Metroid sells like fucking dog shit. So like, there's so many people that never played Metroid. Why wouldn't you put 1, 2, and 3?
Exactly.
Metroid either.
I never played Metroid either. Like, but if they bring it to the Switch, at least I consider trying it.
But that's the thing. You can't say, oh, that, like, you're gonna release Metroid Prime 4 without a trilogy. I'm like, okay, so me and the other 10 people in the world who played them games.
Exactly. Like, the numbers don't lie. That game sells like shit.
Yeah.
So, like, why would you put it on your hottest console to at least have an option for the game to sell well for once?
Also random, but with all the bad Sonic games coming out and the fact that they're just going to keep making these games, why don't they just do the Sonic Mega Man crossover like they do in the comics? Like, that would be dope.
Great. Did you see they're considering remaking Sonic Adventures?
Yeah,
that would be cool. I would be up for that.
I think they should, because they don't know how to make fucking Sonic games anymore. So.
Because one of the biggest problems Sonic Adventure has is when you run too fast, you'll glitch through the stage and die. Like, you'll just start falling through bridges and shit.
Sonic breaks the fucking sound barrier and just destroys the game.
We can go ahead. We can have Sonic back, who actually had like the dude who had the attitude while he was talking, not this lame ass nigga that we get on Sonic Forces. I'm like, look, who the fuck is
Sonic? Like, Sonic is supposed to have attitude and be cool, not some fucking bitch.
Yeah, he sound like
they made him too much of a good guy now.
Yeah, he's not supposed to be the good guy. Like, Mario's the good guy. Sonic is supposed to be like the optional. Like, he's kind of like Wolverine, kind of cool.
Man, Shadow seemed like he would just run up and take Amy from Sonic. Like, I'll take your bitch. You ain't gonna do nothing.
He don't even want her. He got that ginger chick now.
Just fucking trash, dog.
And he can keep his wall jump thing. I think that's cool. The wolf transformation was dumb.
Oh,
I hated
wasn't Sonic Unleashed?
Werehog or whatever?
Yeah.
Wasn't Sonic Unleashed? I heard Sonic Unleashed was actually titled Sonic Adventure 3 in Japan, though.
Yeah, it was.
Yeah, they were like, we think they made Sonic Unleashed as Sonic Adventure 3. It just wasn't called that over here. I'm like,
really?
don't ever say that shit out loud ever fucking again. Just shut the fuck up. Nobody can ever say that. Just shut up.
If everyone knew that,
they've tried so much shit with Sonic. Nothing sticks. Like, they turned him into a werehog. There was one where he had like a giant sword for some reason.
Oh, yeah, Sonic and the Black Knight. Yeah, Sonic.
Like, what is going on? Like, it's just a fucking blue hedgehog that runs. Why are you trying to make it so much more than it is?
Honestly, if they wanted to do that, there's a Flash game on Newgrounds that would have been pretty cool. Like, if they just gave him like Cloud Sword with like some RPG combos, like more Flash-like, and he could just transform into Supersonic shooting energy beams. That would be badass. But they don't do that with real Sonic games. Only fan makes games like that.
Yeah. Like, I heard Sonic Team Racing's alright, but this new one doesn't look like it's as good as the other ones.
Shit.
This one looks like it's half-assed.
So you got Mario Kart, and then you got Crash Team Racing coming out. I don't give a fuck about Sonic.
Crash Team Racing. I love Crash Team Racing.
They would have had to release before Crash Team Racing comes out, because like once that comes out, you already have 2 good options, and then you're just you're just done at that point.
Sonic Team Racing. No, I'm good, bro. Get that shit out of here.
And they had a story mode too, which is rare in a racing game.
Man, it would have been better if like they just not make that game, but instead just put Sonic into Mario Kart 8 Deluxe as DLC.
Yo, and Diddy Kong Racing Online would be
cool. Put in Diddy Kong as well. Put Diddy Kong and Sonic into Mario Kart as DLC.
I don't think they do Diddy Kong Racing anymore though, because I think
they can't. Rare owns most of the characters.
Yeah, Rare owns those characters.
The only characters Nintendo owns is like Diddy Kong, and that's it. The other ones are Rare characters.
Yeah.
Are we live?
Yeah,
We've been live.
Oh, okay.
I'm just letting y'all talk, man.
That's crazy. I didn't even know we were live.
I'm watching ourselves right now.
I'm sitting here playing Smash and shit.
I was about to start saying
Alex know how to do, man. I be catching off guard all the time, man.
I always watch the stream so I know when we're live. Because I don't want to get caught saying something stupid.
Oh shit!
I was about to start saying the N word. I know how much I hate that.
You said it all the time. I can't stop you no more, nigga.
Yeah.
Wow.
Oh, damn. This fucking
I
podcast already got demonetized.
I can already see.
Hey, you know what they say though? If you
That's
say
terrible.
nigga in February on YouTube, they can't demonetize you.
Oh wow! Oh damn!
Wow.
You only got 28 days to do it though.
It's a new year. It's a new year and real. You still the same asshole, huh?
Oh damn.
Hey, why you throwing shots at me? I didn't do nothing to you. God dang! Skinny jeans wearing ass motherfucker.
Wow.
Oh,
My baby girl over here laughing.
He put his jeans on blast.
Wow.
Hey,
Bitch, I got on sweatpants. Fuck you.
Hey! I know you be listening to them. What's them rappers be dressing all weird and wearing them women clothes and
You talking about
young thug.
You talking about J. Cole and Kendrick Lamar? Oh, I didn't know.
Wiz Khalifa, all of wearing skirts, man. I don't know what's up with these rappers, man. That's why I don't listen to these guys. I listen to straight old school, man.
And it's all thanks to Andre 3000.
Hey, Andre 3000 is a genius though.
Tupac had a nose ring too, dog.
Oh shit.
Tupac was wearing nose rings before it was cool.
Yeah, but you know the rule. If you have a nose ring and a gun in your hand, it's acceptable.
Yeah,
Put it on your hand.
That's why
Wow.
I live to straight old school.
somebody's got their speaker on. You gotta turn that shit off.
It ain't me.
Wow.
Yeah, my bad. That was me.
Okay, no worries.
I'm still trying to get set, people. Just unorganized. And this was a last minute thing with this podcast.
You running on CP time.
Yeah, I am, whatever that means. But anyway.
Wow,
but,
you know what it means.
What else? I don't know. I don't understand your language, sir. So anyway, we got a few topics we'll talk about today, and this was off the fly because I was unorganized. I didn't know what the hell we were going to talk about today, and of course, you know, I heard about the whole Slightly Mad Studios, the people that is behind the Project Cars. They coming out with another console, and supposed to be coming out in the next couple of years. They made promises that their games will be running at 4K and 60 frames per second, even in VR. So that's kind of interesting. So talk about that. Talk about Alex. He brought up, you know, what's our resolution for this year as far as gaming, and we'll talk about that. What else? Can talk about Mr. Drone Crusher, Super Brothers, aka Super Brothers. He is still dunking Smash Brothers, man. So we're still on a search, a manhunt to look for Super Brothers because he's.
How's his
Don't
name?
you mean we're on a duck hunt?
Yeah, okay. You're
How's
right.
his name? Super Brothers, and he don't even play Smash.
I know, man. So
Right.
so like you said, we are on a duck hunt to look for this guy. Talks all this shit on Twitter and he doesn't back it up. And still, his profile said that he only played, I think, 2 to 3 hours of Smash and 5 hours of YouTube. And I don't know what the hell is he doing, man. He said, "Oh, I work a lot, man. I work a lot. Hey, I work 56, 60 hours a week with 3 kids and a wife." He what's his excuse? So.
I'm gonna check his playtime right now because it's been a week since we last checked. So let's check it out here.
We're gonna keep exposing him till he play.
We gonna keep coming for it. He's on Smash Brothers right now. He's on right now.
Oh really? Swear on everything. He's on Smash Bros.
Let's
right
get
now.
him.
Oh
He's on
man,
right now.
I don't
this
believe
guy?
that. I don't believe he must got his little cousin or something, his nephew or
He's
something.
got 5 hours in now. He's got 2 more hours since last week.
Damn. So
Somebody find him. Find him.
so you got 5 total hours on Smash Brothers. Oh my god, that is crazy.
You know what's really funny? If we tag him on Twitter right now to have a match, he's just gonna ignore.
I know.
He's gonna log off.
He's been ignoring me on Twitter this past week, man. So I don't know. I've been trolling the hell out of him. So that's probably why he ain't replying to me. Another thing we should talk about. Nintendo. For some reason, people think they're getting out the console market. Where did this story come from? Anybody got the article for that? I don't even know where it
I sent it to you in the Hangout.
Oh, you did?
Yeah, it's in the messages.
You're talking about this Hangout, right?
It's this Hangout. It's the Furukawa had an interview.
Okay, hold on. Well, hold on, wait, because this is gonna show. I got my display on her. Well, that's okay. Yeah, okay, that's fine. I'll check it out. All right, let's check it out. It came from Nintendo of everything. Nintendo president on risk innovation, reducing business instability. So is this the one?
Yeah, it's in the which part is it in? It's in the section that's labeled "Have you ever run into innovation dilemma?" and it's the final paragraph. It's the last paragraph in that part.
So it has been over 30 years since we started developing consoles. Nintendo's history goes back even farther than that. And through all the struggles that they faced, the only thing that they thought about was what to make next in the long term. Perhaps our focus as a business could shift away from home consoles. Flexibility is just as important as ingenuity, whatever you call it. Talking about that one?
Yeah. So basically, the line where it says, where'd it go? In the long term, perhaps our focus as a business could shift away from home consoles. Flexibility is just as important as ingenuity. People are taking that line and twisting it around, saying Nintendo's leaving the console market.
Oh, wow.
So it's that one sentence right there. People just
out of the whole interview
up in arms, but. Why even talk about it? Like, it doesn't make sense. Like, why would Nintendo even think about doing something like that, especially with the success of the Switch?
Anyone with 2 working brain cells can see right now that Nintendo is on top of the world. Console gaming is more popular than it's ever been. They're making more money than they've ever made. But why in the hell would Nintendo choose now to leave the console market?
Yeah, like what you was talking about a while ago, like with the video game industry, is one of the top industries in the world. Like, why would Nintendo do something like that?
Makes more money than movies now.
Yeah, way more. Like, just look at the Red Dead Redemption. Look how much that made in 3 days. They made I think $750 million in 3 days, something like that.
Yeah, they had like 750 mil in like 3 days or some shit like that.
That's just one game, man. So ain't no way, man. It's people just talking shit, man. So I don't know. You know what? Oh, we didn't even get to our intro. So like I say, people, we just unorganized today. Let's go and get to our intros and go and get back to what you was talking about. Let's go and go with you, Alex.
What's going on, everyone? Alex Prime here. We're back for another week of the Game Over podcast. We got Nintendo, we got Slightly Mad Studios, and we got the Duck Crusher. And New Year's resolution. Should be a good show. Excuse me while I try to find Drill Crusher on Smash and beat his ass while we play this podcast.
Okay, good luck with that. All right, Chris.
All right, what up, though? It's G-Rock. I'm just here to talk shit on the podcast as usual. Probably gonna make some Sega jokes. And just in case y'all know, Nintendo is the true god, man.
That's true.
Yeah, okay, whatever. Let's go with you, Amazu.
This is Amazu, back again on the podcast, just here to talk about the topics.
All right, last on least, go with you, Retro Bro.
What's up, YouTube? Retro Bro here. Got some interesting topics for y'all tonight.
All right, so let's talk about the games we've been playing this week, Alex. The games you've been playing this week.
Yeah. A little bit of Smash Brothers, a little bit of Mario Kart, of course. But I played a little bit of Gris, Gris. I'm not sure how to pronounce it. That's a new game, just came out. It's all right. Like, it has really cool art style, good music, but the gameplay's pretty boring. It's a very simple puzzle game. I finished Transformers Devastation again. That was my first game beat of 2019. And now I'm playing Shadow of the Tomb Raider again. I'm maybe 75% done, so I'll finish that either today or tomorrow. We'll see.
Okay. All right. What you been playing, G-Rock?
So the big thing, I had to rebeat Breath of the Wild because I had a replacement Switch, so I had to get that back. I was not dumping another 100 and something hours into it, so I beat that game in 40 hours. I just cheesed Ganon at the end and just used Revali's Guild to fly to the top of the castle. I was not going through that again.
Oh, you just fly out of the castle and pass that part?
Yeah. I was not going back through that. I just ran to the edge of the castle and used it 3 times. It flew up and just went and whooped Ganon's ass real quick.
Wow.
So
I didn't even know you could do that. That's hilarious.
Yeah. So I cheesed that game, beat Breath of the Wild again. Put in hella time to Smash Bros. I've been like Nintendo crazy dog this last month. I haven't played nothing that's not Switch or 3DS or nothing like that. So everything I've been playing is Nintendo related. So I think Resident Evil 2 is probably gonna break me away from my Nintendo stuff. So looking forward to that.
Yeah. Same with me. I was playing Resident Evil, the remaster this past couple days. I'm almost finished. I could have beat it, but of course I have to do this. So I'm trying to get back, to the story in Resident Evil, for Resident Evil 2. So that's what's going on. Hopefully they come out, they remaster or remake Resident Evil 3 because that was a good game as well too.
I think they said if 2 is successful, they'll do the other ones.
Oh shit, we already know 2's gonna be successful, man. That's
definitely.
Oh yeah, that
I think they'll do 4. I don't think there's much point doing 5 and 6 though.
No.
As far as 5, I don't mind 5. I actually did enjoy 5. Yeah. It's just 6. 6 was probably it is the worst. I don't know what that shit was.
Different.
That's when they got that. That's when
they gotta do 4 for sure though, because that's like the most popular one.
Yeah, I definitely love 4. A lot of people they said the reason some people don't like 4 because they said that was the one that they kind of turned away from the survival horror elements and it kind of went to more of the Call of Duty type of shooters, and I kind of disagree. I disagree a little bit, but it still had the survival horror elements. It's just when it went to 5 and 6, it went
5 and 6 are the more Call of Duty.
Yeah, it went to more of an action adventure on 5 and 6.
But why can I not invite people to Smash Brothers? Why do they limit me like this? I want to challenge the Drone Crusher, damn it!
That's basically all. I played a little bit of Smash Bros. So I didn't really play much this week. Like I said, I'm just getting ready for Resident Evil 2, and I will play Smash with. God dang, why is this boy crying? She just
better go grab him up.
I'm about to go see what's going on in a minute. But yeah, I guess go ahead, Amazon. What you been playing? Let me see what's going on.
I've been playing this Dragon Quest 11 on the PC. Finally got some time to game. Nice. And yeah, that game is amazing, man. If you all have a PC or PlayStation 4, pick it up. It's amazing. That's pretty much it.
How long is that game? Like 100 hours?
I think with the extra content, probably about 80 hours.
That's a big chunk of change.
Yeah.
I wish I had time for those kind of games all the time. That's why I couldn't really Breath of the Wild, dude, the way I wanted to. Because I went and just was playing. I got 13 hearts, leveled up my stamina a little bit. I was like, all right, time to kill.
Mama got you locked down.
Like that was like 40 hours.
100 hours is a lot of time to invest into a game.
I leveled up like crazy in that game. Like I got that machine armor, the one that reflects lasers and stuff. That looks like the Dark Magician. Yeah. And then I got the armor that you get from all the Lionels and shit. The one that boosted your attack. That stuff is crazy good.
So did you go retro, bro?
No, but you guys all know what I've been playing. I've been playing Smash, and more Smash.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
I thought you told me you was playing PlayStation All Stars.
I don't have a PlayStation.
so you lied to me.
Okay, so Alex, did you send me the article for the Slightly Matched Studio? Did you send that?
Yeah, it's a hangout also.
It's in. Okay, let me pull it up right quick. Let's start with that right quick. As y'all can see, I got my son with me. He is acting a fool today.
I hope he grow up to be a PlayStation fan.
Oh, damn.
Nah, he's gonna be a gamer. Just a gamer.
Like Zaire's son, he grew up to be a pony.
Oh, wow. All right, so PlayStation, Xbox console compared to Madbox releases. First, look at the design. Okay, the image of Madbox console have been revealed to show the colorful design outfitted with Slightly Mad Studios logo. Slightly Mad Studios CEO, co-founder Ian Bale shared a surprise announcement days ago saying that the studio, known for its games, including Project Cars series, was working on a new console dubbed the Madbox. Information on technical aspects and plan for the console was shared with the device said to support 4K displays and play virtual reality games at 60 FPS. That's pretty interesting, because if you think about the PlayStation VR, like, we could tell that the graphics was dumbed down. It looked more like a PS3 game. So they talking about 4K and 60 FPS on VR. So that sounds like that's gonna be some years down the line, just to get the price down, to be honest.
Yeah.
So what else is all the details were revealed? Bill returned to Twitter late with the first images of the new console that's still being worked on, shaped like an M with the bottom sides flaring out to keep the console upright. It appears to come in multiple colors, or can at least be configured to display different colors on the front sides. It appears to have see-through casing, but Bill said the guts of the console have been blurred out due to ongoing talks about the console's components. So what y'all guys think the first looks of these consoles? I know a lot of people say it looks ugly, but me, it looks cool, especially the neon lights. It's different. Maybe they just try to be different from everybody. I don't know. It kind of looks like a modem, a computer modem.
I think it's pretty ugly.
I thought it looks cool, man. What do y'all think?
Yeah. I don't know. Maybe my thing is, when I look at stuff like that, it's cool, and it's more so not away from the design. I think the design is kind of whatever, but people that are trying to jump into this, I mean, like Google is trying to, get they foot in here some kind of way. You gotta have some balls, bro. Cause it's like motherfuckers is playing factions, and especially like console wars at an all-time high. You can't make fun of Nintendo no more because they kicking ass now. So their fan base is not taking shit off nobody. They're gonna be like, bitch, we got the fastest selling console. Like, they not hearing none of that shit. Like, you cannot talk shit about Nintendo dudes, PlayStation dudes. You not gonna talk shit to them. And Microsoft just dropped a couple bans on everybody, so they hype. So you gotta have some balls to be like, yeah, I'm gonna make a new console, and everybody gonna be like, yeah, I don't give a fuck. But anyway, I hope this thing does well. I mean, it would be cool to see like a fourth person come in. I don't think it's big enough for 4 people, but I mean, hey, do your thing. If you got bread like that, or if you're gonna let the big 3 kick your ass and we can laugh at you, I like to see that too.
The main reason that I personally feel this thing is gonna fail is not the hardware. It's the mentality they have, where they don't want exclusives on their device. They want their console to only play multi-plat games. And at that point, you have no reason to buy this thing.
Nope.
Yeah.
Yes, it'll run the game. More than likely, it's going to be more powerful than the Xbox 2 and the PS5. Just because these guys are probably going to want the most powerful device. But does it really matter that much? Because, like, if I was given the choice of this thing and a PS5, I'd still pick the PS5 because I know I'm going to get a new Spider-Man game. I know I'm going to get new God of War, Last of Us, all this shit, and the multi-plats that this device is going to get. Like, if you're bringing out a console to compete with Nintendo, Microsoft, and Sony, and you're going to be like, oh, hey, guys, we only have multi-plats, like, I'm sorry, but you're going to fail. End of story.
Yeah, and another thing, like, with the Project Cars game, like, it's not like it will sell like hotcakes. Kind of like what the Forza Sport or the Forza Horizon games sells, but it's like this. If that game was that good, I hadn't played it, but I just heard it didn't sell that well.
The first one sold well. The second one not so much.
Not so much, but it's not like that they came out with their franchise and this is just groundbreaking like the Forza games is. Like, if they try to come out with a console, yes, you need to have exclusives. And the games that you showcased already need to be groundbreaking. So whenever you come out with your consoles, people already know about your game and they would like to get your console since it's exclusive to that console. And if you ain't got other games ready, or if you ain't got other games that's from Slightly Mad Studios. I don't. Only game I know is Project Cars. It's not like they got more games.
That's their biggest game that they've made.
So if that's the biggest games, then I sure as hell don't know their other games or smaller games. It's not like they got a God of War type of game or a Zelda or something that we would like to play. So like I said, whenever you come out with a console, you have to have bangers. And as far as I know, we was talking a while ago. I don't think they have a disc drive. Is that what you was talking about, Alex? They don't.
It's a digital only. There's no.
So
disc drive.
That's another thing. You cannot call yourself a competitor to Xbox, PlayStation, and Nintendo without a disc drive. Yes, we know that the future is going to be streaming all devices, but not now. That's probably like another 8 to 10 years down the line. Because
they
that's
might be
probably
looking at it as another thing too. They probably looking at it as too. Like, I don't know what it is for the US, but the UK just came out with a whole statistic like 80% of game sales there is digital. So maybe they look like the UK has adapted to that super quickly. But I think a lot of people have. But I just think it's something that even if most of the game sales are digital, like Real is saying, you can't just exclude people, bro, to be like, hey, no, like you gotta do digital. Like some people have trash internet, bro, and where they live, they can't do that. So
even like some people will buy their games digitally, but they still use like the Blu-ray player.
Yeah.
So like the disc drive's still getting used in a lot of these devices, even if a lot of people are going digital. Like, who wants to lose a Blu-ray player for no reason, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, true.
Yeah, because there's still a lot of people in the States with trash internet, man. So we're not ready, to go just digital only. I know y'all Canada fucks got that damn good internet, fucking Alex. I swear, how many megabytes y'all get?
I got 300.
God damn, are you serious, man?
Well, that's not even the fastest. You can get a terabyte now.
No, megabytes per second. Is that what you get?
Yeah, 300 down.
That's good, dude.
That ain't shit.
You guys go
what you get then?
Too, right?
What you get?
Mr. Master Race gets 1,000 down.
No.
Symmetrical. 1,000 down, 1,000 up. I'm on that Verizon
fiber, right?
Yep.
Where you live at to get that? How you get that?
I'm in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, on the East Coast.
Damn, how you really? Damn.
Fios is really good here.
I'm surprised you can't get that kind of internet, Real, because like you're in one of the biggest.
Yeah, you should have it.
No, I don't know what to say. Spectrum.
You know what the problem is? You know what the problem is? Like, because I have the problem now moving down south, and I see the difference from being in New York and that. When you live down south, a lot of the companies down here aren't big on technology. Because even at my current job, like we always have network problems. A lot of them don't use fiber optic cabling and stuff. So when we have bad weather and snowstorms, your wires get torn up and your connection just dies. The only company that I see out here that has good internet, which is the company I need, but my family prefers Comcast, is Fios. Fios is really good. They do fiber optic cabling. If you got Fios, Real, I would highly suggest it.
Fiber optics where it's at because it runs underground, so you don't have to worry about that shit.
Exactly. And a lot of companies down south, for whatever reason, don't do that.
Oh, maybe I can give it a shot. But I'm not sure if they're available in my area. If they was, I would have known about it. But all I get is like 200 megabytes down and like about 10 upload. It's not bad. It's good for especially for what I used to have. Remember back in about 2-3 years ago when I was first doing our podcast. Shit, I was getting 16 megabytes download. It was bad, dude.
I remember playing
They need to get them upload speeds up.
Man, it was bad. At that time I was with Uverse, man. They're in that trash, dude. When
it comes to this console, like we were kind of talking about the design earlier, like it's too much. Like this kind of device is supposed to go with your TV in the living room. That's where most people have their consoles. This thing it's too outrageous. Like I don't think a lot of people, especially not the mass market, are going to want a device that looks this crazy beside their TV. That's why the Xbox and the PS4 and the Switch are like small, compact devices, because most people just want a little box beside their TV to play games. They don't want some ostentatious device like this that has neon and a fucking
I like that word. I like that word.
Like, come on.
Yeah, like I say, man, you just can't just get up inside this gaming industry and think you're just gonna just do what a PlayStation did. Let's just be real. When Sony came out with the PS1, they had money. they had a lot of money, so it's not like they are at just a billion-dollar company like Sony. You know, so it was easy for them to get in the game industry. It was easy for Microsoft to get into the gaming industry because they had a bunch of money. And the reason why
it would be easy for them motherfuckers to win the generation.
But as far as Sega, the reason why the Genesis did so well because Sega was in the arcades before they got into the gaming industry. So they had games, they had IP. So that's why it was easy for them to do it. Now it's like Meta Studios. I don't know no game that they did besides Project Cars. And of course, there was a controversy a couple years ago with the whole Wii U deal and the lies and the money
these guys
they took away.
That's another thing. Like, if you're a Nintendo Wii U owner, you hear Slightly Mad Studios, and that name will ring a bell. And that's because they were the big controversy during the Wii U generation, where they took a bunch of Wii U owners' money to crowdfund Project Cars. Then they brought the game out and never brought it to Wii U.
Mm-hmm.
They did
do that.
Yeah,
they did do that. A lot of people forgot that, but like, these guys are not trustworthy people.
Oh, I ain't gonna never forget that situation. That was funny, especially the people that put that game their money.
Yeah,
that's why you can't trust them.
You can't really trust these guys. I don't know. Like, this might end up being a similar kind of scam. But more power to them. Like, there's nothing wrong with more competition, but I think they're going about it all wrong. Like, the design is bad. The idea of no exclusives is bad. These are just bad ideas.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Did you go, Amazon?
No, I pretty much agree with y'all. Like, as far as like, you gotta have some work, you know, like some establishments already in place, you know, before you try to enter this market and stuff. I don't think they're gonna be successful. I dropped a picture in the Discord of somebody missed the console.
That's funny.
But that's pretty much it on that.
Okay, what about you, Retro?
It's really tough to get into the gaming industry these days as a company. I mean, you have to get established so people actually know you. And then we're getting into a point where a lot of companies, as far as consoles, are starting to, you know, work together and collab more, but we're still not quite there yet. And the only realistic way I can see you being a company with no exclusives is if you had the money to pay off every company to have their games on your platform. And considering every company now, as far as consoles go, are taking baby steps and to collab with each other on certain titles, it's not realistic for that to happen right now. So I think it's really... though it sounds progressive, it's about the equivalent of Bernie Sanders talking about socialism. Like, you just can't do it. The world's not ready for it yet.
There just doesn't seem to be a place in the market for a box that plays only the games that the other consoles can play. It just doesn't make sense.
It doesn't make sense. You might as well be a PC game.
I think it wouldn't have been that bad if it was more so like the other guys. Like that's what I'm saying is like, the factions, there are legitimately factions, bro. Like, that's the thing is, like, back in the day when it was just Sony, it was Sega and Nintendo, and then Nintendo and Sony, and then you add a third guy. These guys have been around long enough, and they like cultivated cultures for each of their fan bases.
Right.
Those guys who are, if you an Xbox dude and you hardcore Xbox, you're not leaving unless Microsoft burns to the ground. Like, nobody's leaving PlayStation unless they burn to the ground or they absolutely pull another PS3 and fuck you over again. So it's just like, I just don't see that happening. So when you got another box trying to come in and be the fourth guy, one, you already fucked over people. Two, you're not really known like that. And then, like Alex is saying, you're not going to offer me nothing that I can't get on PS5 or the next Xbox. Hell, the Switch even get most of the damn ports now, too. So I really don't need you. So it's like, nah, dog. I mean, it's a cool idea, but then it also kind of seemed like this is some shit that's gonna blow up in your face.
The only
I like to laugh. Product ever, man, because like, if you want, you could just build a PC, and that, which is basically what this is. Like, this is for like the tiniest market ever for someone who wants PC performance, but in a small box and only play multiplats. Like, I don't know many people like that.
That sounds a lot like a laptop to me. Just saying.
It's the closest thing to a Steam box. Right?
The only way I think that this can actually, I won't say be a success, but actually just do okay. Of course, it has to be the most powerful console / whatever you want to call it on the market.
Yeah.
And it has to be reasonable. It has to be reasonable. You cannot match dollar for dollar with your competitors. You know, knowing that they
It's
don't
gotta
want
be
to have
cheaper.
a whole bunch of exclusives, and you ain't got no exclusives to Project Cars. You know, so you got to come out with a game like a God of War. You need something groundbreaking. You need some groundbreaking
But
single player.
even Project Cars, then if they make a new one, they would still make it multiply because they don't want it to be exclusive.
I don't know what else to say about that, man. That's just stupid. It's dumb. I understand that. Okay, they want to make the money, but if you want people to buy your consoles, then you gotta make a multiplayer. Otherwise, you need to just scrap the console and just stay third party. It's just I don't know what do they want to do.
I don't know what they're thinking, man. Like this,
It's true.
making consoles is not a cheap thing.
It's not.
One of the reasons that Sega's starting to do better is because they realize that with their ideals of wanting to be everything for everybody, that it's just better to be third party if you want to go that route.
Like Sega's finally doing the right thing and putting their games everywhere because their console market idea worked for a little while, but then they just screwed over. But now they're putting all their games on PC. They got Atlas basically telling them what to do at this point. So like they're turning the ship around, and Sega's doing fine. Like that's the reason you don't see a new Sega Dreamcast because Sega's making money now, so they don't need to bring out a console. I don't know what these guys are thinking, man.
That shit is like
I wouldn't
that
be
shit is
surprised
super
if by next
expensive
year we
too.
hear this thing is canceled.
Well, technically, you got Sega on PC now, so that's the
Yeah,
true
that's what I'm saying. Like
Dreamcast.
Sega's doing great God's
Yeah.
work on PC. Now.
Like that's the true Dreamcast. Just saying.
Yeah, facts.
Now,
Y'all weak as shit.
Well, you know what? I'm not even gonna say nothing. I was about to say something to y'all PC leaders. I'm gonna leave it alone, man. I'm gonna leave it alone.
Sega's doing the Lord's work right now.
Okay.
We can optimize all the games of your dreams.
Oh, okay.
You haven't played Streets of Rage in 4K.
Oh.
Do I gotta play it on? Do I gotta play it on PC? Do I gotta play it on PC to get it in 4K?
I don't know, do you?
I don't know.
If you
I
want
don't-
the frame rate to stay, if you want the frame rate to stay without
guess
dropping, probably.
Guess I don't fucking need it then, do I? I'm just talking.
Oh,
I guess
boy.
it's some-
I'm not gonna lie,
PC
I didn't need it either. It just tastes great. I'm a connoisseur.
Oh,
Nigga, just-
Hey, all I
just-
know is that they put Yakuza 0 on PC, and I played Yakuza 0, and that game's fucking amazing. So I'm with it
I
for
need to
second.
finish
Did,
that.
did,
shit.
you,
just-
did, you, did you finish it?
Just give me a McDouble and
Oh yeah, I
40
beat
and I'm good.
Yakuza a long time ago.
Man, that shit,
I need to play.
that shit was badass, wasn't it?
That game is fucking amazing. I'm disgusted in myself that I haven't played a Yakuza up until now.
I'm disgusted in you
But
too.
then again,
It's
like,
that
it was in Japan for a while. It just never
There,
got to the
yeah,
States.
most of them were in Japan, but there was a couple on PlayStation.
I think it was on PS2. I
Yeah,
believe
PS2
so.
had a couple, but like they're bringing over Yakuza Kiwami to PC. I think it's only a matter of time before they announce the rest of them. So I'm pretty happy.
So with that being a good game, are you want to try that other game that they got? They got the same Yakuza
Judgment?
team?
Oh hell yeah! That Judgment game.
That
looks
game
so
looked
good.
fire. That game
Yeah.
looked
Oh my
fire.
god,
as
that
hell.
game looks good.
It does look good.
I ain't gonna be playing it on PC, but my
When is that shit coming
pony
out? Did they
hands
say?
to be able to play it. It's supposed to be summer. It's supposed to be summer of this year.
Oh,
Okay.
really?
Yeah,
It's
so
just
it'll
called
be-
Judgment, right?
Yeah,
It's
just Judgment.
Judgment,
It's
yeah.
Judgment, yeah.
Huh.
Oh man, I can't wait for
So
that game.
remember this conversation we had like about 2-3 years ago on how much Sega sucks, and now y'all praising them? Huh?
They still
Nah,
suck.
I
Hey, I just came around a year ago.
Don't
I
talk about
was
they
like
still suck,
Sega.
and you praising them now. Bunch of hypocrites.
Hey, real, you
Hey.
can't get mad at them. For the record, I've been saying this for years.
Hey, if it-
Sega's only weakness is they spam Sonic games. Once they
Oh,
start
yeah.
with their IPs, that's
No,
what we needed.
you're right. You know, after the was it Sonic Adventures 2, it's like they didn't went left, man. They just didn't come back. Like,
They have so many great
Yeah.
IPs that they could just be
Yeah.
bringing back.
That's what
Like,
that's what they're doing now, though. That's what they're doing.
Like I would be cool with a modern day Vector Man. That would be
The biggest
dope.
issue
Oh,
with Sega
man.
is that they shove Sonic down your throat and they kind of like hide all their other games, which are better games, but all you
Yeah.
see is Sonic, 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 and they're bad games.
It's like they're taunting you.
Yeah,
I still
Right.
think Sonic.
It's like we're
suck it.
Streets of Rage 4. What? You said you want to see Sonic date a redhead.
Oh, you want to see Sonic turn into a werewolf and
Hey,
hold a
matter
sword?
of
Here you
fact,
go.
they just tweeted some new screenshots of Streets of Rage 4. I think was it today, Sega. So
Did
yeah,
they?
I think they
I think
tweeted some screenshots, some more pictures of Streets of Rage 4.
Streets of Rage
Yeah,
4.
so they've been doing better lately, man. They've been getting a whole bunch of these retro games been asking for to
they should just stick to what they're good at, man. Like, don't go beyond your talent level.
I honestly think that
They still
Sega.
suck,
I think
yeah.
Sega honestly they can go a whole generation just remaking all their classics, and I think they would do just
It really
fine.
could.
I think they could. It can do just fine because a lot of people been asking for a whole bunch of games, and not to mention
As long as they bring me a Vanquish 2, they can do whatever the fuck they want.
But wasn't that a
You know
rumor?
what would be hilariously dope? What if they made a modern version of Toe Jam and Earl, and instead of old school hip hop, it was like all the shit that come out now?
Making a Toe Jam and Earl game?
I don't know.
I'm not sure.
I swear there was like some spiritual successor Toe Jam and Earl game that was coming out. Maybe it already came out. I can't remember.
The Eagles won? Really? I didn't know that. That's all right. Cowboys, we're gonna get y'all next week. We're gonna get y'all.
Yeah.
We're gonna get y'all. No, we're going to the NFC Championship. Forget that, man. I'm tired of all these damn years. It's been what, 1996? Oh my God, that's a long time. Oh, we're gonna get y'all. Who's a lurking bull in the chat talking that smack? Oh nah, man, it's on, man. Next week we're gonna get y'all. I don't care if you. Oh, that's right.
That's what Sega been saying too.
No, that's right. No, Cowboys. They're not playing the Eagles next week. Who they playing? Anybody know?
I don't watch football. I don't know.
I don't give a fuck about football. It's basketball season, man.
Me neither.
No.
I just watch wrestling.
Hockey? You said hockey? You watch hockey? Hockey sucks.
I watch hockey.
They suck.
Nah,
Remember that lockout they had a few years
basketball,
ago?
man.
They should have just stayed locked out and just never come back. That's why I was hoping.
You hateful.
Nah, hockey is dope.
Yeah.
Reason
Hockey.
one, you can drink while you watch a bunch of people fight. Reason two, any sport that has real fighting and not just talking trash about it, kind of like what basketball is becoming now. Yes, I went there. It's worth watching. And three,
You talking about
really
like how Michael Jordan talked all that kind of shit and never really had hands put on him because they didn't let you rough up the star. Oh, I'm sorry, I didn't know.
Didn't the Pistons rough them up pretty good?
You can do whatever you want.
Yeah,
when you're the best player.
and then what the fuck happened? Oh, they don't let
they-
you fight anymore.
You know what
okay.
happened? They stole.
Yeah,
Dennis
they don't
Rodman
let you
and
fight any
became
fucking more.
They stole Dennis Rodman and became champions.
Oh, wow.
That's what happened.
Oh yeah, you're right. It only took what, like 4 years of beating his ass, but you're right. I guess as long as you get it eventually.
What the hell we was talking about a while ago? Slate Master.
How
don't
the
even know.
three best things about hockey is men fighting. You can drink while watching it, and all the hot, really horny Canadian women like people that fight in hockey.
You must be
So
the
I ain't
only.
never
You
seen-
must be the
I
only
ain't never
black
seen
person that
no-
watch hockey.
Yeah, I'm like, I ain't never seen no hot Canadian women, no hockey.
I don't know any
I'm
brothers
talking about
watch
you gotta go to actual games, not just watching on TV.
That shit is
I'm about to
boring, man. I'm
say,
sorry.
I ain't about to say, I ain't never seen no hot Canadian women
Nah,
on
man,
TV.
football's fucking boring. If you ever want a cure for insomnia, just watch a football game.
Damn, it's like that.
Yeah,
I
that's
think he
boring
means
as
football
hell.
as in soccer, real football.
Oh, okay.
Man, you
Yeah.
talking about real, but them motherfuckers don't do shit but flop. You look at a damn soccer player, that nigga kneecap blew out. Get out of here.
Anyway, what the hell we was talking about? We need to get back.
We were talking about Judgment and the Mad Box.
Oh, okay. Matt, how the hell that turned into a Judge or Sega conversation?
Because you
Trash
saw a
box.
fucking comment in the thread about your stupid Cowboys, and then you derailed the whole podcast.
Oh, whatever. Okay. So we pretty much finished with this topic. So, okay, let's go talk about our resolutions for this year. I know you brought it up, Alex. Well, what is your resolution for this year for gaming?
My gaming resolution this year is definitely try more stuff that I wouldn't normally try. I think Game Pass helps out with that. I'm trying to play more Japanese games because I used to play a lot of Japanese games. They tend to be
Right.
they used to be more. They tend to be more fun, anyways. I don't know. I just want to play more this year, and probably stream more because I don't stream enough. I feel, and probably try to be more consistent in making videos. That's kind of the idea.
Gosh, that's a hard one right there, man.
Yeah.
Shit, that same goes with me, man. You look what's in my, on my arms right now. I'm holding my son, so that basically explains the lack of content on my channel because I got a lot going on and I'm trying to get my house in order. And of course, I'm in my son's room and there's a whole bunch of maneuvering stuff, before and after the podcast. It's just too much, so that's why I'm trying to get my house. Hopefully later on this year, or if not later on this year, then I know early next year. That way I can have a room to myself, so I can actually, I can save a lot of time. So I can do more videos and do more things. And I just got a lot going on. And of course, my son, he will get older, so a lot less stress. So that's my resolution. I'm just, I guess as far as gaming, I would like, of course, I would love for Sega to keep bringing out more IPs from the past, in which they did say, they promised. And what else I would like for this year? I would like for a Metroid trilogy because we are due for one, and I don't know what the hell Nintendo is doing. Like we still don't know when Metroid Prime 4 is coming out. Like it's been two years already since that. I
highly doubt Metroid Prime 4 is this year.
So if it's not coming out this year, then it wouldn't make sense.
I don't think it's coming out this year.
At least the trilogy has to come out this year because
there's no reason for the trilogy not to come out. Like the freaking Wii U got the damn trilogy, so like.
I don't think it's coming out this year unless Nintendo's pushing that as like the holiday game. Like the only way I see
holiday game that matters right now is Pokemon. Let's be real.
Right, but what I'm saying is they generally have an October game or something in October and something November. Yeah. But if like that's the only thing I can see. But like if that's the case, then that means we getting a trilogy next fucking month because people need to be able to play it. Because there's only 10 of us in the world that played it, and one of us is in this damn chat right now. So
I'm one of them too.
Okay, so we got 2 people, so we got 8 left.
Hey, I played it too.
Oh, there you go, 7 left. But that trilogy, it's they gotta do it, right? Like it makes no sense not to have that.
Yeah. What else? I could think of. I really can't think of nothing else. As far as Nintendo, like they just need to. Only thing they got going on right now is a bunch of ports, and that's a good thing, and it could be a bad thing for some people, but mostly it's a good thing. But
2019's fire for Nintendo though.
No, the system is still selling, so I guess ports are selling. So hey, we on with me.
No, I'm talking about new stuff, like first party stuff. 2019's gonna be fire.
I think it's kind of not fair though to kind of like hit Nintendo with the port thing. Only reason I say that is because they legitimately had to quit a system because it was doing so bad.
Right.
Like, yeah, they have that money that they invested, and this is their way to make it back. So it'll be different if it's just like, let's just say PS4 is like, hey, Uncharted 4 remastered for PS5. No, dog, don't do that. It's sold well enough. You make enough money. Like Nintendo has an excuse on why they're doing it, but I just think that it's not fair to hit them with that, especially because I think they've announced so much content so far in advance. Like I can't really think of a year where we've ever gone into it knowing how many big titles we're ever getting for Nintendo.
Oh,
and pretty much
last gen, that's for sure.
Exactly. So like this is like, and then on top of this, unless Microsoft pulls a Hail Mary, which I don't see happening this year, maybe next year.
No, I don't see it.
Maybe. Well, I'm not saying it's a bad thing in them. I'm just saying like we know what Sony's doing. Sony's gearing up for PS5. They're done with this shit, so they're gonna ride this shit out. Microsoft is gonna do whatever they're gonna do, but pretty much this is Nintendo's year to dominate, and I expect them to take full advantage of that.
Yeah, that's true. Since Sony, they kind of don't want to compete this year since they're not going to.
Sony's coasting
they're not going
this
to
year.
They're not going to E3.
They're not worried about anything.
Yeah,
right
so
now.
as far as Nintendo, they got content that's supposed to come out last year, like Fire Emblem and the Yoshi game, and a lot of these games that was supposed to come out. And one thing about Nintendo, they kind of acting like Sony. Remember how Sony used to they show some like years in advance, like 2, 3 years, even 4 years in advance. Nintendo's starting to act like them as well too, because it's a whole bunch of games that was supposed to come out a long time ago. We already knew about Zelda. That was originally a 2015 game, but of course, the sales of the Wii U. That's why it went to
for the most part, they're pretty good about it. Usually, when they announce a game, it comes within a year. There's some exceptions, but for the most part, they're not too bad about it.
And as far
also, from my point of view, I just don't really want games rushed because the good ones are the ones that But that's just me personally.
As far as
honestly, I don't really care about how long you announce a game out. Like this is my thing. Sony, I think, was bad about it this gen in particular only because they started this gen really behind because Sony stupidly supports everything until the last possible moment. And so every team is just wrapping up on PS4. So, like, stop doing that shit. Like, if you're like this, like how they're doing this year, if the team's done, don't force them to do anything else. Let them move to the next project so that we don't have to wait 2.5 years, 3 years in to let the PS5 start rolling. The first year should be the only year you got some downtime. Second year, bro, you should be kicking it. Like, you should be doing that. Like, so I get that, but they can't show games 2 and 3 years out, and you're still not really close to being done. Don't do that, bro. If you ain't done, don't show it until it's ready to be showed. Because if you showing shit without health bars and without hoods, and you show it to me the next year without a hood, I'm like, this shit is nowhere near done, bro. Like, just don't do it.
I guess far as Microsoft, like, they don't really got much going on this year as far as exclusive. Whoa. Don't
Gears 5.
Gears 5?
Gears 5.
Hell yes.
Yeah, Gears 5 is this year.
Okay, good.
PC, baby.
Okay, so, man, I'm over thinking they ain't had no exclusives coming out this year. So
they got Gears and Ori this year, too.
And Battletoads.
Oh, that's this
year, Battletoads, we haven't seen anything, though, so it's hard to get excited.
Well, I heard Rare was overseeing this too, so that instantly made me not excited.
So if all that come out this year, Gears, Battletoads, and what was that last one you just said?
Ori.
Okay, yeah, Ori. Because I just beat the Definitive Edition. That was a great game. So
that's a fantastic.
So if those 3 games come out this year, I would say that's a win for Microsoft because they need something. Because those three games right there is to get excited about. And of course, another thing.
Those are good games. Well, at least 2 of them. I'm still on the fence about Battletoads, but Ori and Gears 5 will be amazing.
Yeah. I think Gears 5 will be a damn good game. I'm just like, if it's just more kind of Gears, but it's prettier, man. Like, I don't know.
No, they're going more open world with this one. They said they're changing the formula.
Yeah, I know. I heard that they were trying to change up the formula. Like, I just think Microsoft is the one of the big 3 that doesn't have it figured out. They don't know how to put story and gameplay together yet. It's either one is really good and the other one sucks, or the gameplay is really good and the story sucks. It's like you gotta have both, bro. Like, just I don't know why is this hard, but it's hard for them. But I mean, I think those writers. Yeah, I think they'll figure it out. So man. They put a lot of money in this stuff, so they should be able to get it.
So there's 2 of us in this panel that has an Xbox and One X, right? You got one, G-Rock?
Yes. So
do you think that you will like if Microsoft start enhancing a whole bunch of 360 games in 4K? What do you think about that?
Honestly, I'm gonna be 100% about this. I don't give a fuck about that. Only reason I say that is because I don't care about going back and playing a bunch of older games, and maybe they got a different team that goes back and do that. For people who are playing it for the first time, that's cool.
Yeah.
I think that's a good feature, and that's something dope to have because it kind of puts you a little bit closer to the realm of what PC's already been doing.
Yeah.
Like, they can just play the best shit anyway. So, like, that's cool. But, I mean, I don't want that to be a focus of what they're doing. And I feel like that's kind of what these last couple of years has been like, oh, let's push the X to make this look prettier and make this look prettier. And instead of getting what we need,
I'll put it
some
this
shit
way
that we don't really
if they can go 2019 without half of their tweets being about controllers and backwards compatible games, I'll give them a win for the year.
Well, as far as
I think they'll be good. I just don't think that the backwards compatible thing has been made to be which it is a big deal. I'm not saying it's not. Again, personally, I got an X. I don't give two shits about being able to play original Xbox games because them shits don't hold up. Like, I'm not playing that. I'm not subjecting myself to that bullshit to jump in like on PS2 games when you jump a circle. No, thank you.
As far as the games holding up, you might want to try out some of those original Xbox on your Xbox One X because I was playing Ninja Gaiden Black and Panzer Dragoon.
But nice graphics doesn't fix bad controls though.
But that's the problem. It's not that it doesn't look good. It's that I have Ninja Gaiden Black. So
we're talking about gameplay from like 15 years ago. It just doesn't hold up.
I think it's good. Like, it's not snappy. Like, that it's clunky as hell. Like, everything is like super clunky, which is just like Red Dead Redemption, like they did the 4K one for Red Dead Redemption 2, Red Dead Redemption 1. That one looks awesome. That plays pretty well because it's more recent. But like some of the older stuff is like Ninja Gaiden is like, man, I feel like a damn like snail moving around compared to like playing Ninja Gaiden like 2 and 3. I'm like, yeah, okay, bro. Can I get one of the newer ones?
Yeah, it's hard to go back to the
earlier.
Well, it's like this. If you didn't game back then, you probably do not want to play that. But if you did then I'm already used to it anyway. I'm already used to it. Yeah. So it's just pretty graphics, and the game looks awesome. It's kind of like a brand new game, to be honest. But you're right. If they did fix those controls, it'll be awesome if they do that. But
man, it's just like, I don't know, man. I just don't think that it makes sense to parade that around as like the reason to buy your console.
Well, according to Microsoft, we still ain't got the numbers. They said they sold a lot of Xbox One X's, so we don't know.
I'm sure they did, but like the console's really like the console is good. Like if you play mostly multiplats and you don't want to go PC, that's the best console to get. But like they don't have much reason to go buy one. Like you can still play all those games; they'll still look nice on your regular Xbox. They'll still look nice on your PS4. Like I don't know, man. Like they just got to bring out more games. Like. And that's probably not going to happen until next gen. Yeah,
because they didn't solidify those studios, so that's one thing that they did get right.
Yeah,
is getting the studios.
And that Outer Worlds game looks really good. So
I feel some kind of way on those too, though. I don't know. Like I'm excited that they bought a lot of studios. I'm not in that camp that's like overly impressed. Because they bought a lot of bullshit. We gotta see the
result first.
Yeah, like they bought a lot of bullshit, man. It was like nobody was gonna.
They got like a handful of good ones and then a lot of mediocre ones.
Yeah, it's just like some people you just didn't need to grab. Like there was that rumor that they were gonna buy IO Interactive, the Hitman guys. That would have been a good pickup. I thought that would have been cool.
But if they could make Hitman exclusive, that would have been great.
Yeah, that'd be awesome. But like some of the stuff they bought was just like
why'd they pick up the State of Decay guys?
Like, yeah, I'm like you just wanted to money. You just wanted to spend money here. I was like, I guess.
Like, it's crazy to me they bought those guys, but they didn't buy the Cuphead guys.
Yeah, they should out of anybody, they should have been one of the first people to pick up. But they supposedly still buying people for 2019, so hopefully they get some more people. Both of the leaders of this podcast they disappeared. Okay. All right, real. All right, Alex.
I'm still here. I'm just playing Smash.
I'm like, the people who was running this here party have disappeared. So yeah. But yes, Smash is awesome, bro.
Yeah, like where I moved right now, they have tournaments downtown Richmond, and it's only like 15 minutes away from me, so I'm practicing so I can try to compete in some. That's my resolution for
who are you playing?
Right now, I'm trying to get a core of 3 because all the pro players are saying with all the characters and stuff, it's the best way to do the matchup. But Bowser is my first.
Did somebody step out?
I think Alex just bounced out.
He deals with sword characters really well, and everyone uses sword characters in this game because they're like copy and paste.
Yeah, they're pretty much like. Crom's ridiculous on that game. I ain't gonna lie, I play Crom too. But,
and Roy is really good too.
Roy is really good. I picked up Donkey Kong in this game, man. Donkey Kong's really damn good in this game.
If you get the sweet spot of the untechable part of the ledge, his fireman's carry is like ridiculous for that. But you got to get the time. And
that dude, DK is like wild on this game, bro.
Donkey Kong and Bowser.
I like him. I like DK good. A lot. The only thing I don't like is they dropped his drift on his spinning punch, so you don't lift as high anymore. So you can really, really like ledge guard him like crazy if you have projectiles.
So did everybody did their resolutions? Everybody?
Oh, I just want to play more games. When games come out, just not letting my games stack up to a backlog. I think this is going to be a Super Nintendo hit. This is going to be a really heavy Nintendo year for me. So I can't really – there's not too many games I really want to play outside of Nintendo stuff from the first year. It's like 4 or 5 different like PlayStation games or games at least I'll be buying on PlayStation. But other than that, yeah, I think it's going to be a really Nintendo heavy year. As long as they don't disappoint me and they give me Metroid in some fashion, I'll be okay.
I hope so with Nintendo. I do want them to get a big W this year. You know, they did good this year. You know, of course they did better their launch year. But yeah, Smash Brothers did get me back to playing the Nintendo Switch. I would love for them to come out with other games and not just ports, unless it is a Metroid trilogy. I would love to get back on that, especially playing it in HD. And I'm not a Fire Emblem person, never played the series before, but I would like to get into it.
Want to be amazing. I know that game's gonna be.
I would love to get to that series. They got a whole bunch of games that will keep me, coming back to the Switch. But that's
aren't you excited? There's a rumor that Super Lucky's Tale's coming to the Switch.
Oh my god! See, you know what? That's very irrelevant, Alex. I won't even talk about this shit.
That's Miguel's #1 hit.
Yep.
They can keep that shit out of here.
Yeah, Microsoft's handing out games to the Switch. Like, bring over Cuphead, bring over Ori.
No.
Why are you bringing?
Yeah.
That's not gonna Super Lucky Tale.
That's not gonna happen. That's definitely not gonna happen.
I don't know, man. Never say never when it comes to Microsoft.
Oh boy.
They seem like they good friends with Nintendo. So
yeah.
Why take the money?
This dude just shut down his room because he lost.
Oh really?
Yeah. Like he had a room and nobody was in there, so I jumped in so I could fight him, and then I beat him and he shut down his room.
Now you done made him mad, huh?
That's what he get. He's playing Jigglypuff.
Oh wow.
Nah, Jigglypuff is really good, especially in the Bowser's matchup, because that move Rest can kill at 40, but it has a really, really bad hitbox, and because Bowser
you have to be
can't miss him, but I still fucked him up though. Caught him with that aerial chain grab.
Oh damn.
So that's about that completes everybody's resolution, right? Unless y'all still got more.
I guess so.
The only other resolution I have is I'll try since I'm down here and I actually have a career now and not like shitty retail jobs, to get everything set up so I can actually stream. I'm just waiting until I get my own apartment because I'm with family right now and use Comcast, and Comcast is not good for internet. I'm gonna get files when I get to my spot.
There you go.
There you go. That's a good idea.
There you go. Yep.
The devil pays me well and gives me free internet. I will go ahead and keep rocking with him.
Yeah, you work for him, so you get free internet, and nothing wrong with that, brother.
Oh yeah. I got my gig works just fine, buddy. I'm great.
But see, that's the thing. I'm paying for a gig too, and my cousin works for Comcast, and his connection is really good.
Nice.
Oh yeah, because the difference is y'all motherfuckers call with an attitude. You don't know how to talk to people, so that's why nobody helps you motherfuckers.
So they put you on that tier 2 internet.
I go ahead and I call. I'm like, look. This is my employee number. My name is so and so. What the fuck is up? They're like, oh, my bad, bro. Hey, just unplug it real quick. I got you. Everything else be cool. I'll be watching y'all struggle day in, day out, calling my phone. My shit not working. I'm like, in the way that you just talked to me, I'm gonna send you the Spanish retention here. So here you go.
Here's the thing, though. I was being polite. They didn't fix my internet until I threatened to leave and go to another company.
Yeah, that always works.
I'm not gonna say we got the best customer service. I ain't never say that. I just said
I was talking to some Indian dude named Amir. Not even being racist. It was an Indian dude named Amir, so it wasn't even somebody living in our country.
Okay, so
it'd be like that.
So what's the name?
People named Amir don't live in America.
Super Brothers. That's our next topic, people. We got to talk about Super Brothers. So, people that's in this panel and all the people that's in the chat, I'm pretty sure y'all follow Super Brothers on Twitter. So, we about to publicly talk about him. We about to talk shit about Super Brothers. So, anybody want to go first? Anybody want to go first about Super Brothers on why he keeps ducking Smash Brothers? And he's right now he's ducking me on Twitter. I've been trolling him all weekend. Said a word to me.
He still hasn't responded to my tweet about seeing him on Smash and Let's Play. He hasn't responded yet.
I don't know what's going on with this guy, man. This dude has been he's been ducking, dude. Like, what is going on? I follow the guy, and of course I got him on notification. Every time he tweets, I'll be hitting him right back. So basically every time he talks shit to everybody on Twitter, I just keep putting ducks. In response, and he never respond back. And he was talking shit to OJ earlier, and he told me he was gonna beat his ass in Smash, and
I saw that.
I responded back, and he still hadn't responded back to me. So I don't know what's going on with your boy, man. What's up with your boy, man? He's just
I don't know, man.
Is he a gamer or he just a fraud?
I don't know, man. He's some serious
He's a fraud
going on here, man.
He plays games. I think he's just scared to catch the hands.
I'm pretty sure he's scared to get that L, man. He doesn't want. I bet there's like at least 100 people waiting to beat this guy.
Y'all ain't shit.
What do we gotta do to get this guy to play Smash Brothers? We had a change.org for him to start playing. We had that going. I have a milk carton with his face saying that he's been lost since December 7th out on the internet. We got people searching for him 24/7. Where's the Drone Crusher? Where is the Drone Crusher? Tomorrow is January 7th. That's 1 month since Smash Brothers has launched. Not one of us has played with him yet.
Wow. That is crazy. I don't know what else to say about that, man. You come back to YouTube and make his videos and do the best of both worlds and all that shit and talk shit, and when it's time to get the game and put his money where his mouth is, he just go missing and just hide, man. I don't know why he hide. Why does he hide, man? This dude right here. He's acting like we trying to kill him. Like we put a hit on this guy. So we're not putting a hit on you. We want to put them hands on your Smash, but that's
Smash
it.
we are.
Yeah, on Smash, man. It's not like we want to physically beat you up.
Not in real life, no.
Yeah, what's going on, man? Hey, you taking this internet stuff too serious, man. We ain't. Well,
talking about he working and stuff.
I work. What's the?
I know, man. We both work. Ain't got all work.
Dude, you don't do the best of both worlds with a baby in your hand. I just had a baby in my hand. I just sent him back to his mom. He's asleep now. What is your excuse, Drone Crusher? You don't have a baby. You don't have kids. I have 3. Amazon, how many
still
you got?
4, right now. It shows he's playing right now. Probably a single player, but
he's in that training mode, getting ready, man.
He's probably getting his ass handed to him on level 1 or something. That's probably what it is.
Y'all ain't shit.
Not gonna lie, it would be hilarious to see a montage of him training in training mode.
I don't know why Nintendo makes it so damn hard to play this fucking game with your friends online, man. Why can't I just find where he is and join his game? Why is that not a thing?
Well,
that would be hilarious if you did find where he at and drop in and be like, where your bitch ass been at?
Well, it would be nice for the Nintendo community to go to Nintendo and be like, hey, can you please fix this online so we can find our friends? But I guess we'd rather, go to Nintendo and snitch on Soulja Boy. That's what they want. They rather snitch on Soulja Boy about those consoles. So, they got their priorities all mixed up, man. So you know how it is, man. You know how it is.
Soulja Boy about to tell Drone Crusher he ain't got the hand Smash.
Man.
I didn't think it would take this long to get a match with this
Soulja
guy,
Boy,
man.
tell him.
I don't know, man. I'm starting to give up on Drone Crusher, but I'm gonna still troll his ass. Until he plays.
Exactly.
Yeah.
We're gonna have to keep doing it till he plays.
To be honest, I don't think he's never gonna do it.
At this point, I think we'll be playing against Miguel in Smash before Drone Crusher.
Wow. That's not going to happen. That is not going to happen.
I got to hit up Jay. I haven't speak to Jay in a while.
Yeah, what? Did you hear Smash Brothers?
I remember, but I remember him saying he would actually get a Nintendo console if they had third party and good games. They have it now.
Oh, he ain't buying Nintendo. Calm down.
Matter of fact, where's Miguel? Is he here?
Miguel? I don't know. Maybe.
Is OJ doing the stream? No, I don't think he is.
Well, it's any hour of the day, so probably.
No. Well, all I can say is,
them ties, boy.
all the people that's in the chat, all the people that's in this panel, March 3rd is Judgment Day. Y'all, I'm pretty sure y'all know what that stands for. March 3rd, 2019 is Judgment Day. If he don't get that Switch by the 3rd of March, he is out of here. He is banned from Discord. He's banned on my channel. He's banned on everybody's channel. He's a fraud.
Yep.
He's a fraud.
Y'all out here, folks.
This dude straight up every freaking day in the damn chat room, he posting OJ content. He's saying how good OJ is. He just praising him, worshiping OJ, and you know all that other shit, that weird shit, and he always talking about how Nintendo is. You know they good, they the best company in the whole wide world. But the Switch been out for almost 2 years. He's still yet to have a Switch. That does not make sense at all. And that's the same. The dude I'm talking about. He bought some Switch games. He bought Switch games before he bought a Switch.
He has like 5 or 6 Switch games.
He got a lot of Switch games, but he did not get a Switch.
He got mine too.
He got Switch games. He got the online, but no console. I never know I've heard that before. Like, this dude's a fraud. This dude is a fraud, man. Man, you better than me, Alex. I would have banned his ass a long time ago. You better than me, man. Wow. I don't know whose words, Miguel or Super Brothers, man. I don't know. Wow, that's a dogfight right there. Jesus
man,
Christ.
That's gonna be the real Smash match. We'll fight each other.
I challenge
Miguel and Super Bros. They won't show up. I
challenge Miguel and Super Bros to a 2 versus 1, and I win by default because they won't show up.
Oh man,
that's fucked up. Alex said Drone's favorite item in Smash is the one that makes you invisible.
Wow. Oh, man. Come on, Drill Crusher, we're waiting for you.
I was trying to see if you could be in the chat, but I don't see him.
He gonna say some shit like, I'm still unlocking my character, waiting for the Toon Link.
He's like the first character you unlock. You get Toon Link for like jumping over your opponent. You don't even have to kill him.
I can't even describe what kind of feeling we're gonna get when we finally face this guy. It's gonna be like Euphoria.
Bro,
ain't shit.
Drone, if you hear me right now, you so trash, bro. I'm calling you out. I will face you as Game & Watch. Let you take my first 2 stocks and steal 3 stock. You went my 1 stock.
Damn.
Hey, if you know how to use Game & Watch, he'll put hands on you. My cousin, he's real good with him.
They actually upgraded him. His up air, he drops bombs, literally. So if you just jump and do up air, he drops bombs, and the explosion has a wide radius. That's not even his special; it's his regular attack.
Oh wow!
Yeah. Yep.
Anyway, that's enough trolling for Drone Crusher. Hey, everybody, y'all follow Drone Crusher. If you're not following him, it's at Super Brothers 05. Is it 05? Is it 05? Super Brothers 05?
What, on Twitter?
Yeah. Is it Super Brothers 05? I think so.
Check. Yeah, at Super Bros 5.
Okay, Super Bros 5. And if you ain't following that dude, follow him and troll the hell out that guy until he plays Smash Brothers with us. He's still
him
Y'all ain't shit.
And G-Rock, I need to get my revenge on you, man. God dang, you pissed me off the other day.
Bruh, hey.
Man,
right.
no, you need to find another character, man. God damn, that dude too. He's so OP.
I didn't play K Rool. I took K Rool off. I played you as Samus. That's OP.
K Rool's not OP.
No.
Yes, he is OP. What are you talking about?
No, he ain't.
Yes, he
is not OP.
Niggas just don't know how to handle him.
Bruh.
No.
Sorry.
I watched online as Wolf.
Nah, bruh. I played as Samus. They was like, "Oh, Samus is gay. Could you keep a charge shot?" Yeah, that's my point, motherfucker.
No, if you know how to play with Metroid, then no, she's good. You gotta know how to play with her.
Wait a second, now, Will, don't you use Link?
Yeah.
Do you know how much better Link is than Samus, bruh?
I'm still learning.
Do you understand how Link's shield works? Link's shield blocks for you if you stand still. That means when you shoot a shot, you can press no buttons and you block. That's all you gotta do. You don't even have to dodge it.
Or you can catch this fade, because I'm gonna throw your ass off the stage and shoot you in your fucking face.
Well,
his grab is also faster than yours. He can block and grab all before your grab animation.
Mm-hmm.
How did that go for you? Real?
Well, I want to get my revenge tonight, but I gotta watch this Nun movie with my wife.
That's right. You run away from
no, nigga. I'm not running away from nobody.
The other thing is you got to learn how to use the boomerang because you can change the direction on it. If you throw it in the air for anti-air to stop them from jumping, have a bomb in your hand and throw an arrow. Now they have the choice: to dodge the arrow on the ground, or dash towards you while they have the bomb and you both explode, trading damage. You gotta be more.
No, I got better with Link. I did get better. I did get better. You gotta remember. This is the first time I ever played Smash. This is the first time. I never played Melee. I played the Wii U versions for maybe about a couple hours. I didn't play no more. I didn't care for it. I never played.
Also for those asking in the chat, no, K. Rool didn't get nerfed. Everyone's just playing the game more, and we realize the weakness.
That K. Rool is not.
He's
broken,
very.
I've been saying.
Do y'all remember? Do y'all remember in Pokemon when Pikachu got his ass whooped and he fought Raichu round 2 and he realized he was so much faster than him? That's the K. Rool matchup.
K. Rool is not broken. It's just that you just gotta stop being a hoe and crying every time somebody see K. Rool. I stop being a bitch and play.
You know what? Get K. And fuck them up. No, get K. Rool again. No, I'm gonna beat you with K. Rool. I'm gonna beat you.
Honestly, being Link, you should because you have range within your sword, so you don't have to get as close to them as other characters.
Somebody in the car? Was that a horn?
Oh, my bad, yo. I'm over here picking up my older daughter. My bad.
What the fuck? I thought somebody got road rage for a second, man.
There's probably somebody else that heard about K. Rool and got mad.
It's the road rage podcast. Anyway, damn. I think that's all of the topics, right?
I think so, yeah.
Okay, let's start. Get some questions out here, people. Questions. Dang, we kind of went through that fast, did we? Our podcast has speed up quicker. If y'all noticed.
Oh, that's good. Better than being like 2.5 hours.
Well, you know what? I'm not even gonna talk about that. The reason why it was long, we enough. I'm not even gonna say it. Let's just say I'm just trying to
start some shit.
I'm just trying to clean up this channel, man. That's all I'm gonna say. Shit. Any questions, people? Questions? Sega needs Atlas and a Mania team. Izuki, I got Lost World Conversation mod and passed it off to a new game. Lost World. Actually, Lost World wasn't a bad game. I felt that they could have.
That shit was slow.
Yeah, that's what I'm like.
Lost World was okay.
Sonic Lost World sucked.
No,
that shit was slow.
I'm gonna say it was an average game. It could have been better.
The boss fights were terrible. There was nothing exciting or memorable about.
You bought it out.
Yeah, he did.
None of those enemies are rememberable. Like there was nothing memorable about them, and there was nothing like exciting or interesting about them. A lot of times in Sonic games, boss fights are interesting, and they're like puzzles and challenges that make you remember them. Like in Sonic Adventure 1, you fought Eggman 1,000 times, but each of the ways he came at you at least was like a creative platform and puzzle to fight him. Like you couldn't just like take him head on or outspeed him all the time.
Okay.
Just the Sonic movie versus Detective Pikachu movie, which will be better?
Detective
Pikachu. What the fuck kind of question is that?
That Detective Pikachu movie looks good.
That Detective Pikachu movie looks fucking fire. Yep. The only Pokemon that looks kind of weird to me is Charizard.
Because he's so furry, right?
Yeah, he looks so weird. But I mean, it looks because everybody was like, "Oh, the Pokemon have fur." I'm like, "Yeah, it's almost as if they were fucking real. Animals have fur. They're fucking animals." Like,
so we got a question.
I don't know. Like, he's a dragon. Do dragons even have fur?
They got scales and shit.
Yeah,
maybe. But could you see
like
Charizard
an alligator or something?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Maybe it's better that he looks like that he has fur instead of scales and doesn't look like a piece.
Either way, nothing's more creepier than that fucking Mr. Mime.
We got another
Mr.
question.
Mime was hilarious.
That Mr. Mime could give night terrors.
So Tony said that is the Madbox going to outsell the Xbox 2? No, it's not going to happen. Like, if Microsoft could sell about 40-something million Xbox with basically not many exclusives, like, we already know what the future going to hold with the next Xbox with all those studios they just bought. It's not going to happen.
40 million.
It's not going to happen. Because they're going to have a whole bunch of exclusives, first-party games.
They better do a better job next generation.
Yeah, they'll do fine.
It's pretty much expected. It's pretty much expected.
Yeah, like they got
they'll do better. They'll do better next gen. They're just gonna get outsold by PlayStation again. Okay.
Yeah. It is what it is. Like, I don't think anyone is denying that. They've never beaten PlayStation.
And they ain't gonna never beat them because they kicking their ass.
Yeah, crazy.
The more studios to buy, the more I'm happy because they all come to PC anyway, so I'm happy.
Right?
It's all right. I'm gonna be there to support Xbox though, because I probably ain't building a PC. I ain't gonna lie to nobody.
You ain't got the skill to beat.
I ain't gotta build no PC.
Comcast not paying you enough, huh?
That's all right. No, they not.
So Jalen,
they not paying me enough for that. I ain't gotta worry about that shit. Y'all keep your virginity though. I'm gonna go ahead and keep it my girl.
So we got a question from Jalen. He said, "Which Smash fighter you slept on until you tried them out?"
I would have to say Bowser. Traditionally, and literally every Smash game except for this one, heavies have always been like the worst characters used competitively because they're so big. It's easy to constantly combo and juggle them. But Bowser, even though he still has that weakness in this game, he's a fast big character where the others aren't. His flame has a decent amount of distance, and he gets 50-50 on his smash attacks once you're at 40%. So once he has 40% damage on you, he almost has the chance to kill you with almost any move in his arsenal.
Especially
if it reads frame data from training. That shit is funny.
I would say Bowser too, because I didn't expect him to be this good in the game. Like, I played Bowser in the previous games, and he was all right, but like he's really turned up a notch in this one.
Ganondorf for me. Ganondorf is actually.
No, he's really good.
Ganondorf is a fucking monster on this game.
Ganondorf's way better in this one.
He's not stupid slow on this. I mean, he's still slower, but if you at 50%, he's killing you. Like
also, if you're going
he used to just be a slow Captain Falcon, but now it's like he's half Captain Falcon, half Ike.
Yeah, that motherfucker hits hard as hell.
Yeah.
Every time, like that anything sword related, any smash move.
Oh, that sword is crazy.
50%.
Oh man.
So Savage Ockling said, "Real enough, will Fat Gamer expose Super Brothers before you?"
Probably. They live close together.
Yeah. Didn't he call him out the other day?
Yeah, he bought a GameCube controller to fight him with.
That's funny.
Everybody wants to get this guy, man. It's so funny.
I disagree, EJ. Pichu does not suck. He's been winning a lot of local.
Pichu is one of the better characters on the game.
He's actually better than Pikachu.
Yeah, he's much better than Pikachu. He everything Pikachu can do without any of the downtime.
Okay, we got a question.
No, he's a beast.
So CVL said, "How many Xboxes will Alex buy next gen?"
0. I'm done with that console. I'm never supporting it.
No, he really said
unless Phil Spencer comes out and say we're not doing Play Anywhere and putting games on PC again, I will never own another Xbox in my life.
You will call for his head if he backtracks on that.
So
yeah.
Do you think Nintendo will officially announce a Nintendo Direct on Twitter this week?
Yes,
probably.
Because they gotta have one before.
They usually have one in January, so
they have to have one before New Super Mario Bros. To talk about it, to hype it up.
Because they haven't really said too much about that game yet.
Yeah, I mean that doesn't matter. I think they'll just have one beforehand. It'll probably be Thursday this week.
Because that game comes out what, on the 18th or something?
It comes out Friday.
Oh, this Friday. Oh shit.
Yeah, I think it's Friday. So
shit. So we'll probably have a direct on Wednesday or Thursday then.
Yeah.
So when's that Metro Exodus? When's it supposed to be coming out?
February.
Oh hell yeah!
It's the same day as Crackdown 3.
Yeah. So is anybody excited for Metro?
Nope.
Really? Y'all didn't play the other ones?
No, you want to know why I'm not?
Looking to get into it.
You want to know why I'm not? Because you showed me that bullshit ass demo on that Xbox One X, lying to me, knowing damn well that we all knew that's not how that game was gonna look, and it looked like 2 or 3 tiers below what you showed in 2017. Super fuck you. I'll wait till that game is on sale, my dude. I'm good. Don't lie to me like that, fam. Like I mean, I already knew that's not how it looked, but when I saw that game, I was like, y'all really gonna bullshit like this? Like this how this game look? And then they showed it
people
last
fell
year.
for it too. That was the funniest.
Yeah,
part.
they were like, "Damn, this what the Xbox."
Damn, the
X
power
like,
of the
I
X.
was like, yeah, okay. I was like, if Microsoft made any console that looks like this, these motherfuckers is the GOAT. But that ain't how it happened. So
I'm gonna buy it anyway because I just love the story. It has a great story, man. I love that game. It's really good.
put it on Game
I'll
Pass.
be playing Crackdown 3 on Goat Pass. So that's
Put
what
it
I'll
on
be doing
Game
that day.
Pass and I'll play it.
Yep.
Damn.
I just want to play the single player. I don't give a shit about Crackdown's multiplayer.
I don't even really. Honestly, I think Crackdown. I don't like Crackdown. Like I've tried when it came out. I just tried again when they gave it away for free. Crackdown's a piece of shit to me. But I know people who like it. But I mean, I got Game Pass, so I'm gonna try it anyway.
Yeah, Game Pass
I mean,
makes it so it's like not a big deal. Just at least
yeah, so it's like whatever. I mean, might as well try it. But nothing in February matters too much to me, other than like I have enough people out that are buying Anthem, so I guess that's the only game I'm really gonna be playing in February. Because Kingdom Hearts, I'm not.
Anthem's pretty good.
Man,
though.
there's a lot of games coming out these next few weeks.
Yeah,
man.
Anthem's really good. I got to play the alpha. It was really dope.
Oh, nice.
Damn.
So March is Devil May Cry, right?
Oh man.
Yep. Devil May Cry,
Damn, that's a lot of
Sekiro.
games coming out. Damn, I'm gonna be broke,
Yep,
dude.
Devil May
Yeah,
Cry, and
quarter
Sekiro.
1 2019 is actually pretty stacked. It's not usually like that.
Well, it's pretty good for Xbox and PlayStation.
It's good because I hate it when all the games come at like the end of the year. That's so
Yeah.
stupid.
No, you're supposed to want to play everything at one time.
Oh, clearly.
Any more questions? Any more
We're
questions?
supposed to be seeing what Titanfall 3 and the new Star Wars game sometime this year too. At least.
So Alex
you
is
talking
gay. Somebody call you gay.
Why? Because of Bowsette.
Ugh.
Are y'all really still
didn't
crying
Nintendo-
about Bowsette? Nintendo says
Didn't
it's
Nintendo
never
shut
going to
that down?
happen. It's never going to happen. Kind of like
Wow.
Bowsette, Nintendo shut it down officially because they said only Toadette can wear the crown, so there's no such thing as Bowsette. They're so
Wow.
jealous they didn't come up with Bowsette first.
But I just want to. I don't want to see what the big deal is because it's not like Nintendo didn't make the Zelda timeline either. Fans made it. They just took it. So
Yeah, they just
Bro, she could have been. Bro, she could
The
have been.
Zelda timeline is the dumbest shit anyways. Each game is self-contained.
They were like, "Oh yeah, this is actually pretty good. Yeah, we meant to do that." I'm like, "Yeah, bullshit."
Oh yeah,
Okay.
we totally did that. Yeah.
which Tekken fighter you want to see in Smash? I'm not a Tekken guy, so I
None
don't
of
know.
them. Fuck Tekken.
Yeah, nope, I'm good.
No.
I don't
Nah.
want one of the DLC wasted for that.
I already didn't they say the next person is supposed to be like supposedly from Dragon Quest?
They said the Dragon Quest guy, the Minecraft guy,
Oh, God.
Ryo
Yep.
Musa from Ninja Gaiden. I forgot the other two. Or the other, that last one.
Nah, yeah, fuck that. Minecraft Steve is gonna make it into Smash.
Minecraft Steve makes sense.
No.
It makes sense though. Like
No.
Minecraft is crazy popular on Switch, and they got the relationship
That
with
shit's weak.
Microsoft.
Then get Bando. God damn it.
But, like,
Stop being weak.
I think the Minecraft guy could have a really interesting moveset though.
Yeah, like digging his way to hell. Please do that.
Yeah, I don't know. Man, like the last one was
He coulda had
Doom
to
guy.
pick up
The
that
fourth one was Doom guy.
I don't know. I would really.
You know
that
what?
would be
It
really
makes sense to
disappointing
have
if
Doom
they
guy on there.
didn't
It
do
makes sense, especially with all the Bethesda support.
The
And
Bethesda's
yeah.
been supporting
That-
Switch
yeah,
more
it
hardcore
makes
than any
sense.
third
It
party.
makes sense.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's true.
Like ideally, I would like Spyro, Banjo Kazooie, and like
Spyro.
maybe Ratchet. And
So-
Ratchet wouldn't make sense. Yeah.
So what? Why do we need an Activision character on Nintendo? What Activision been supporting on the Switch? Ain't like they got
Everything.
Skylanders anymore. What
they just brought Crash Bandicoot. What are you talking about?
okay, but besides Crash,
They're probably gonna bring Spyro to Switch.
probably. Well,
You
they
could
no
bring-
confirmation. So Nintendo.
They could bring Call of Duty.
So Nintendo.
Oh,
gonna, oh
it'll
Lord.
come out.
Generic Call of Duty guy in Smash.
Put the Call of Duty guy in there.
The Call of Duty guy.
I think that would be cool. He just play like soldier and shit from Overwatch.
Yeah, we'll see, because like Joker was announced, and that's a huge get for Smash Brothers. So we'll see. I think they're gonna get all third-party stuff for the DLC.
Okay.
Surprisingly, I think Joker might be a heavy.
You think so?
From what his frame data is looking like, his run speed is like 20 faster than Piranha Plant, and Piranha Plants is like maybe like
They
10
haven't
more
shown
than
any-
Incineroar.
Piranha Plant.
They haven't shown any gameplay for Joker yet.
No, but I'm saying for the people that hack the files, that's what his actual speed is as of right now.
I see.
Yeah,
Like,
I remember seeing that on the internet.
Yeah.
So I guess before we end this podcast, what do y'all guys think about DC movies? Aquaman. Y'all think they're making a comeback? I know G-Rock. I know you're a DC fan. I know you're a DC fan, G-Rock. What do you think?
I think Aquaman. I'll say two things. Aquaman's a really good movie. I gave it an 8 out of 10 because it was a little overly fucking corny. It was just like, okay,
yeah,
like it was a little corny, but it was like good to see that. 2, it's shameful as shit that Aquaman is the best movie that you motherfuckers have put out.
It's the highest grossing one too.
Yeah, so I think what they need to do is it's a difference between DC's comics and the way they do movies. It's okay for you to be overly fucking dark in your comics because that's what the hardcore fans like myself are gonna read. Most people that go to the theater do not want to see Batman brood for 3 fucking hours. I don't want to see that shit at all.
It's also the change of director makes a huge difference. True. And it's not only DC that had this. Like Aquaman obviously didn't have that hack Zack Snyder directing the movie, but like Bumblebee didn't have Michael Bay directing, and that turned out to be an amazing movie as well.
Why did they release Bumblebee right by Aquaman? That was kind of stupid, if you ask me.
They both did really well.
They're 2 different types of movies, though.
Yeah.
I don't know, man.
Yeah, one had
Bumblebee?
Supposedly, one had John Cena in there too. I didn't see him though, so it didn't matter.
John Cena was there a lot.
Nah, I didn't see him. I can't see John Cena.
Oh yeah, you can't see him.
So
we had 3 really good movies. We had the Spider-Man movie was really good, Aquaman was good, and Bumblebee was really good.
The Spider-Man movie.
I still haven't saw Bumblebee yet.
I saw it twice already.
Damn. So it made $289 million in the box office. It could have made more if they decided to release it at a later date. I think Aquaman took some of that money away from Bumblebee. I'm gonna be real with you.
Definitely. I don't know why they released so close together. They could have released last month or something.
Yeah, like usually like smaller budgeted movies.
Hey, I wonder how much Spider-Man made because those animated movies, they're not too many of those.
It took them 90 mil. Of course I know because it was fucking Sony. But it took them hey, I don't give a fuck, click plop, bitch. Anyway,
bitch.
it took 90 million to make the movie. I think last time I saw they were like at 49 or just crossing 50, but that was like a week or something after it came out though. So
shit, they haven't broke. They didn't break even.
No, I'm looking it up right now.
They'll probably be closer to.
Yeah, but I thought it did better than that. 50 million is pretty low.
They had 275 million.
Okay,
there you go. That's then they ate.
That's a good movie. I like that movie.
I still didn't see it before it even.
You
dropped,
didn't see Spider-Man?
Yeah, you need to go see it.
It's not Into the Universe, not that one yet.
Oh
yeah,
shit.
Man, like
before the movie even came out, they greenlit a sequel.
Yo, man, you know the reason why that we sat through Aquaman because we timed it perfectly with my son because we know that he always naps for like between 2 and 3 hours around 11 to like 2 o'clock in the afternoon. So we timed that perfectly. The movie started at 12:15. After the movie ended, he just woke up crying. So as soon as he walked out the movie theater, he was up crying. So we gave him his bottle. So I gotta time it perfectly in order for us to go to the movies, man. It's crazy,
you
man.
got that down to a science.
Jason Momoa is not that good of an actor, man. But I don't know who else I would want to play. Like
I thought he's pretty good as Aquaman, though.
Jason Momoa kind of just like he's a bruh. He's just a really good bruh. He can't really. I don't really think he's like great of an actor, but I don't know who else I would pick to be Aquaman. Like,
yeah,
I feel
but
like
these kind of action hero movies, you don't need high caliber.
Yeah, so I think he's
Let's
just
be real.
He works.
Let's just be real. A lot of women love him. So they went to see the movie because of him. Let's just be real.
That's true. I mean, women gotta have
Nia saw it like 3 times.
Something to look at too. Mm-hmm. they gotta have some. I don't know who the girl was, but she was fine as hell.
Oh yeah, the redhead. Holy Christ!
Yeah, I was about to be like, nigga, if you don't help save Atlantis, nigga. I was like, cause the way I was feeling, I was telling my girl, I was like, look, I'll be right back. I'm about to go save Atlantis, goddamn it.
You're crazy.
I'm like, give her that phone call. I'm like, hey, it's your boy Chris. I ain't never come home no more. See you.
So okay, DC, was it DC Extended Universe? That's the name of it. Okay. So this coming up year, they got Shazam, in which I did like the trailer. It looks like it's gonna be more of a comedy.
That looks like it's gonna be a funny one.
Yeah, it looks like it's gonna be a funny movie. So that looks like something I'm gonna enjoy. And of course, you got Joker. Now that right there, that's gonna be something interesting. Cause I want to know exactly what the plot of the story going to be. And Joker, yeah, it's gonna sell. People want to know about that.
I read online today that they're gonna be filming a new Batman movie this year.
Oh, really? Who's gonna be is Ben Affleck still gonna play Batman?
I think so.
Do y'all think he's a good? Do y'all think he's good at Batman, or y'all rather have Christian Bale back?
I actually like him. He's actually good.
I like him as Batman too. I wish they would have got somebody who gave a fuck a little more about the character because he clearly doesn't. But I mean, he's a good Batman.
Is he better than Christian Bale?
I just can't. I didn't think Christian Bale was all that, bro. I can't.
Really?
If I have to get captured, no, because like he was a good Bruce Wayne. Like, yeah, Batman distorts his voice. But dude, it was sometimes I had to buy Dark Knight Trilogy in order to really, because I missed what he was saying at some points in the theater. I'm like, what the fuck are you saying, bro? Enunciate the fucking word.
Yeah, his
what
Batman voice is so funny.
Yeah, it's just like he's like they filmed it and let him keep doing that. I'm like, what the fuck is he saying here? Like when he did the "Where's the trigger" thing, that was the clearest he's ever talked in 3 movies. I'm like, oh, he's saying "Where's the trigger"? Got it, understand this. But the other shit, when like he was like getting the hell beat out of him and he went down in the pit. I'm like, okay, what the fuck are you talking about? Like, speak up.
But I don't know, man. I thought Christian Bale was the best Batman. He's way better than the 90s Batman. It was George Clooney and...
those were just terrible.
Yeah,
was it Michael Keaton?
He was okay. He was okay.
Funny.
He was
Michael
okay.
Keaton was George Clooney was the worst Batman.
Yeah, that was bad.
Yeah, he was.
The Mr.
That was
Batman with Batman and Robin. No. Batman Forever.
Arnold Schwarzenegger is Mr. Freeze.
That was the cheesiest superhero movie I ever saw in my life. Cheesy.
And Jim Carrey is the Riddler. Like, that was crazy.
Jim Carrey was dope, though. Because that's how
he was the best part of that movie. But I'm just saying, like, they did weird things back then for superhero movies.
I mean, I think the Joker movie is going to be...
I think they tried to be too cartoony with those Batman movies back then. It was too colorful, man.
They had to, because you remember the 80s? Batman was, like, dancing with, like, Scooby-Doo type villains and stuff.
Yeah. What Michael Keaton said he couldn't even move his neck in the Batman costume.
Yeah, because there was, like, one piece of the helmet only.
Oh, dang. Yeah, he did kind of look stiff.
That's why whenever he moves, like, he has to move his whole body.
Damn. So do y'all think? So do anybody know the story of Joker? That for this year, I don't know.
No, we don't need. That's the one thing I don't want. People like Joker because he is just crazy as fuck, and we don't.
Yeah,
know.
I don't want to have his backstory
and
all that shit.
We don't have really any explanation. Like they try to make explanations for him in the comics, and when they just look at him like the lasso of truth and like certain stuff like why he does certain things like hit him, and he legitimately in his head thinks that this is right, which is why he does the things that he does. So he's legitimately crazy, and that's how they should leave him. Don't humanize him. Don't make him. Don't make me give a fuck about his character and his upbringing. I don't want to care about him. I want to be shocked at why he does things. I'm like, damn, that's fucked up. Because when you start making people care about him, he loses the element to him.
Yeah. You know why they're doing all this nonsense? They just want to do their stupid shipping between him and Harley Quinn. That's why they're doing it. Because you know they want to try to tie a lot of love story into it. They're going to do it.
Margot Robbie.
So if this movie wound up doing really good, do you think that might open up the doors for a what's that that Superman villain, the main one?
Oh, Lex Luthor.
Lex Luthor movie. If this movie do good.
I don't think Luthor I think Lex Luthor is cool, but I don't think he's big enough to have his own. I mean, well, he's obviously a big villain, but I don't think he's that kind of villain I'd give my own movie to, because he needs some kind of Superman or Kryptonian or something in his act, unless you just want to show a movie of him just being a complete dick and doing fucked up shit.
Or they could do a movie of him creating the Legion of Doom. They could do a movie of him creating the Legion of Doom, which would be an arc following up for another movie of the Legion of Doom versus the Justice League.
You know what? That should be.
Yeah, I
You know
mean,
what? That should be the next follow-up movie to Justice League.
Because you could have Black
Yeah.
Adam, you could have Gorilla Grodd, who's a Flash enemy, you could have Cheetor, who's a Wonder Woman enemy. You could have like each of their enemies all tied up to him, and it'd be a giant battle royale on screen.
You know, DC, man, they like to rush everything, so I just hope they take their time, because that was the problem.
I agree.
That was the problem with Justice League. They rushed it, and it was terrible.
Yeah, they did rush it.
I thought it was because they made my man's face CGI.
Which one?
That's Superman. They CGI'd his mustache off.
Yeah, they CGI'd his mustache off. Yeah.
Oh my god.
But I'm not gonna lie. One of the biggest problems with Justice League, though it was an okay movie, was that Stephen Wolf should not have been like a final boss fight. It made zero sense. Like even when Superman came, like he beat him immediately. Like
he beat his ass like it was nothing.
Like they built him up way too much in that movie.
I don't know. There's so many problems with that movie. But now they have better directors, so
you know what I want to see though? They need to make an X-Men movie. They need to make an X-Men movie with Mojo. You remember the dude that had the power to make them?
I can't wait for Avengers Endgame,
and stuff with pits and traps and shit.
They apparently I've been reading some stuff that was saying that Dark Phoenix movie is just as bad as the Fantastic Four reboot.
Oh god damn!
I was like, oh my god. I'm like, you. First
Why
of all,
are they so bad at X-Men movies?
This is a remake of X-Men 3, dog, and that movie sucked. So
that
you made a worse.
You made a worse version of 3 was Juggernaut Wolfing Wolverine's ass.
So
that was
when
the best
does
part.
this movie come out anyway? When does that movie come out anyway? Dark Phoenix.
I have no idea. I have no
So
idea.
y'all think it's gonna suck? Y'all think it's gonna suck?
Oh hell yeah, it's gonna suck.
It's probably gonna be terrible.
It's gonna be a bad movie. Like
if you want to see a real Phoenix arc, watch the '90s cartoon of X-Men with the Shi'ar Empire. That was awesome. The best arc ever.
Yep.
Yeah, that's true. I was watching.
And that nigga Gladiator was so raw.
They was showing X-Men the animated series on Hulu. They took it off for some reason. I was about to watch. I was pissed. Now I gotta YouTube that bad boy.
They knew you was about to watch.
That series is so damn good.
It is. It is. I think it was the '90s X-Men that really put him out on the map. No, don't get me wrong. You know, everybody knew who they was if you read the comic books. But as far as
that show made them super popular.
Yeah, as far as mainstream, that animated series made them mainstream. It did.
All of the '90s cartoons they were saying they made, like, because I don't know if y'all remember, but they did that whole previously on X-Men or Spider-Man, like that was the MCU before the MCU. Like the creators of that made that
because they all crossed
universe. Yeah, they just couldn't do in the '90s. They just didn't have a way to go ahead and keep up with each other the way, so like they couldn't do it. That's why they had to like stop a lot of the shows. It was costing a hell of a lot to be trying to talk to some motherfucking Canada and somebody in LA and try to get shows done.
Yeah, I remember hearing that. Yep.
I don't know. I just hope for DC to come back, man. It's just been too much negative press when it comes to the DC extended universe, man. With the Batman versus Superman, you know, even though they did okay in the box office, just the movie got slammed and the Justice League got slammed. You would think Justice League would at least compete with the Avengers, since you got all superheroes fighting together. You know, you would think it would at least cross $1 billion. That movie sold less than Man of Steel. That was wow. That was embarrassing, man. So yeah, hopefully with that new director they got, hopefully it will turn things around. And I'm a huge DC fan. I love DC comics, man. You know, it's kind of hard. It's kind of hard for me to root for DC over Marvel because I love both of them. You know, because I grew up watching the cartoons and all that, playing the video games. But you know, I just want them to compete more. I want them to do better. It's kind of like in the console race. I want everybody to do well, man. I ain't trying to start that console wars shit, so y'all shut the fuck up. So I just want everybody to do well. I knew you about to say something, G-Rock. I know you had about to say something.
You mean Alex?
Oh, Alex. Oh my God, man. You know what? Fuck that. I'm done with this shit. Before y'all start a console war. But anyway, anybody got any last thoughts? I just want to throw that in there before we get up out of here. Anybody got any last thoughts before we get up out of here?
No, I'm good.
Good.
Okay. All right, people. Good show. Appreciate all y'all coming out. And we're gonna do this again next Sunday, same time. And where the fuck is Nick at? Where's Nick? I sent him the leak and he still hadn't responded back.
I think he said he was working late tonight or something.
Again?
Mhm.
Fucking
He got
Nick.
bills, Negro.
Damn. Oh well, he's fired. Anyway, let's go ahead and get up out of here and go ahead and get outros out the way. Start with you, Alex, or is he busy? He muted himself. Okay. All right, G-Rock, go ahead.
All right, thanks for having me on the show. I appreciate it. Everybody remember, it's gonna be a good year for gaming. I always remember Sega sucks.
Yeah, they do suck, man. Even though y'all was praising them. Anyway, let's go with you, Amazon.
Not me.
Yeah, it was a good podcast, man. This is Amazu. See y'all next week.
All right. Last and least, let's go with you, Retro Bro.
What's up, YouTube? Retro Bro here. We had a lot of fun tonight. Catch you next week.
All right, and there you go, Alex. I guess do your outro, Alex. And last and least is Alex.
Okay. What's going on, everyone? Alex Prime here, and this was another week of the Game Over podcast. This was another great show. Except Nick didn't show up. We don't know where Nick is, and Drone Crusher keeps stuck in Smash.
Mm-hmm.
Other than that, it was a great show.
Hey, we had a milestone today, people. It ain't views, so don't even think about it. we actually did 4 shows in a row, 4 weeks in a row. So hey, I want to congratulate myself because people said we couldn't do it. They said I would amount to nothing. I won't be nothing. I ain't about shit. I am shit.
You still ain't. You ain't shit.
Hey, shut up! I'll do some black crime in your bitch ass. But anyway, so yeah, I'm trying to be consistent, people. I know we got some subscribers saying that, oh, you're gonna do a show today, but you're gonna miss the next 10 shows. You're gonna come back next year. But nah, man, we trying to keep it consistent. So it is what it is. So I really want to appreciate everybody for coming out, supporting the Game Over podcast crew. And Mr. T couldn't make it tonight. He has his daughter's birthday, and Nick has been Nick, racist bastard. Not just playing. But anyway, let's go and get up out of here, and I will see y'all guys next ride. Peace.
Sega sucks.
Yeah.
You always say that every time before I you know what? I'm done.